June 1950 was the big day, and a fine sunny day it was too. In they came in their thousands for a party, and the party was on ICI. Widnes, Lancashire is the scene, and here is the reason for it all. 100 years ago saw the beginning of chemical manufacture on the banks of the Mersey, where Widnes now stands. This then is the day chosen to celebrate the Centenary. Today, when Widnes is renowned throughout the world for its chemicals. At the great triumphal arch, a vast crowd awaits the opening ceremony. Mr. Hampshire, chairman of ICI's General Chemicals Division, introduces Mrs. Lutchen, wife of the ICI director responsible for the heavy chemical group. On his left is Sir Frederick Bain, ICI's deputy chairman. Mrs. Lutchen declares the fate open, cuts the tape with a special scissors bought from Mr. Hampshire for a penny, and is presented with a bouquet by 4-year-old Margaret Wilson. She in turn is given a doll almost as big as herself by Mrs. Lutchen. The ceremony is over, and Mrs. Lutchen and party turn to go. As trumpeters of the 9th Queen's Own Royal Masters blow a fanfare, the crowd moves off for 8 hours of uproarious entertainment. ICI is renowned for doing things in a big way, and the Widnes celebration was no exception. The ICI Widnes Recreation Club fields were transformed into a huge pleasure ground. But behind its tents and its circus ring, the smoke from the Widnes works shows that, celebration or no, the processes went on. It's nice to know that the shift workers who worked throughout the great day had a special treat the week after, at Bellevue, Manchester. The circus, which performed all afternoon in its open-air arena, provided a variety of attractions. Bareback riding was not only by the usual graceful equestrian. These trained canine jockeys thrill the crowd with their skill. And while the crowd held its breath, these girls flew through the air with the greatest of ease. Anyone who has ever tried out a new spring mattress by jumping on it would like to have a go on a trampoline. So these sailors were viewed with envy as well as amusement. Ponies are always a success, especially when they're as well trained as these. More ponies, this time on a seesaw, brought fresh applause from the crowd. And for a final thrill, the tightrope. This girl makes it look dead easy. But the clown shows the sort of mess most of us would make of it. He wasn't much good as a ringmaster either. Not far away was a show as old, perhaps older than the circus, Mr. Punch. This children's enclosure was under the care of Mrs. Bertha Belly and other ladies of the Widnes Sir Optimist Club. The laughs come thick and fast as Mr. Punch hangs the policeman. Something to suck or chew is almost a rule with this audience. Perhaps you're musical. Right. This fate offered potent celebrated works band well known to radio listeners. Sir Frederick Bain and Mr. Hampshire posed for a photograph with Messrs. Palmer, Ford, House, and other men whose work had made the whole place such a success. Then they moved on. Yes, it's hey-ho, come to the fair. This one had everything you find at Blackpool and a lot besides. From the top of the helter-skelter, you could see all the fun of the fair and the people of Widnes enjoying it. A lot of walking on a hot day, no to do. Some people found the pace a bit fast and decided to sit and wait for tea. Mr. and Mrs. Lutchen had, with regret, to leave at this juncture and were seen off by Mr. Hampshire. But it's 4:45 and time for first tea. This important part of the day's work was in the capable hands of Liverpool City caterers, and a busy day they had, serving 50,000 cups of tea. Others think that beer is best. No statistics were offered as to the number of pints lowered, but the beer, tea, cakes and all were on the house. As evening fell, Geraldo and his orchestra provided music for the younger generation to dance to, and the older members just sat and listened in the still, warm sun. When night finally fell, the crowd was still ready for more. The fair was still going at full swing. Spectacular fireworks set pieces were let off. The 1950 chemical workers of Widnes will not forget the June day when they celebrated the centenary of their industry.